What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well today. As for myself, I am doing pretty good. Sitting out here in the shop, sitting at the desk. If you didn't catch any of my most recent videos, you know that this is the new trading area. I'm usually out here early in the morning, so it don't be making much sense to be here early in the morning and then go inside to take some trades. So we set up everything out here to be able to take trades, and that is what we did today. The last week or so, I have been working on what I like to call the OTRS Trade System. If you saw in the intro, you did see where it says home of the OTRS Trade System. You might ask, what is OTRS? Well, OTRS is on the right side of the trade. And that is what we should all be striving to do as traders. Well, for me, I know the past month or so, I done kind of got a little reckless with my trading. I'm going to admit it. I done got reckless with my trading. I done had some excellent green days, but I've had some horrible red days. And on those red days, and even on the green days, it was because I was taking trades on the wrong side. A lot of times I can catch some bangers. But when those trades went against me, it was hard for me to kind of pull the trigger to get out of the trades. So I went back to my roots. I always say the guy that's my mentor that doesn't know he's my mentor, Jared over at Live Traders. Their trade system, the professional trading strategies, kind of spoke to me. So I was trading their system for a while. Kind of got away from it, but the past couple of weeks I've been working on my own system, and that's that OTRS system. And today was really the first day that I just trusted that system. I traded that system, and I have a new XFA with Top Step, and today was the first day trading it. So we are going to go ahead. We're going to jump on over into Top Step X, and then we'll flip back over into Thinkorswim, because the OTRS trade system, it's built on the Thinkorswim platform. So let's go ahead. Let's jump on over into Top Step X, and you do see that we have the new 50K Express. I'm only in 150K Express. Let me see something here. A lot of people be doing a lot of crazy stuff, so I'm gonna throw this up real quick just so folk like to be looking at numbers. See, I only have the one. That's all that's in that account right now. But first day trading it, realized P&L $260. I locked this account up fairly early. I probably could have left it open. One thing as retail traders, as new traders, I'm not really a new trader. I haven't been trading for some years. But one thing that we get caught up on is trading to make money. And that is a problem. If we trading to make money, we trading for the wrong reasons. I'm not sure if you out there trading and your thought process, you're trading to make money. But if it is, lose it. That is what's been like just killing me lately, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, I was in a get it out. I was in an XFA account, an Express account. I was up $700. That was on 2 days worth of trading. Do y'all know that I blew that account up trying to chase profits? I was up 700 and I gave all that back plus what it took to blow that thing up. And I know that trading to make money is not the thing, because I've listened to enough professional traders, and I know what a professional trader will tell you is when you trade to trade your edge. When you trade, if you have edge, you trade to trade your edge, and your edge is what makes you money. Just taking a trade to take a trade is not what's going to make you money. Your edge is going to keep you out of trouble. Your edge is going to tell you to put a stop behind your trade and don't move it. Your edge is going to tell you to take profits when you're supposed to take profits. And your edge is going to tell you when to get out the market if you've reached your daily loss limit. And it's going to tell you when to lock it down when you've hit your daily goals. I hadn't been trading edge. I've been trading to trade. So today we said we're going to turn over a new leaf. We're going to turn it over. One thing about the OTRS system, it has taught me patience. It has taught me patience because I can wait for setups to form. I can wait on them to actually like fall in line. And the last trade that I took today, we'll look at it. And actually one of the people in the Discord, I told them what I was looking for. And then I stepped away from my desk, and he was watching my charts at the time. And he was like, "Hey, did you just get in?" And I was like, "Nope." And I walked back over to my desk, and because he knew what I was looking for and he was watching my charts, he saw it happen, and he was able to tell me like, "Hey, you about to get triggered in." And then I was able to go ahead and take the trade. So yeah, it's all about trading the edge, and the edge will make us money. But let's look at the stats real quick. Performance. I'm going to get rid of that block right there because we don't need it. We already said that we made 260 on the day. 100%. 100%. Average winning trade, $130. Skewed. I will say with this particular strategy, my goal is to risk $100 per trade, and I'm trading 2R. I'm trading to make 2R off of each trade. In a 50K XFA, max loss limit is $2,000. I can take 20 trades in a row, and that's when I'm gonna blow the account up. This edge, and it's been back tested. I've back tested it and back tested it and tested it in live markets. There's no way I'm gonna lose 20 trades in a row. And then if I take one trade, I'll make back what I've lost off of 2 trades. So it's all about trading the edge, y'all. Let's scroll on down. We'll look and see. Again, we only traded today. Look at this, y'all. If y'all watch me and y'all know how I trade, I could be in some trades. I took 2 trades today. I took 2 trades, and my profit should have been a little bit bigger than that. First trade that I took, I only risked $50 in that trade. I was kind of getting my feet wet. It went 1R, and I took my stop to break even, and it came back, stopped me out, and then it went 2R. That was the first trade. And then we're going to look at the second trade. But look at my lot size. Again, y'all know I'd be hammered in back in the day. I only took a total of 4 MNQs today. Average trade, minute and 46 seconds. One thing about the OTRS trade system, just like the professional trading strategy system with live traders, is momentum based. So it's either going to go or it's not. I know my mom be listening to me, but it's either going to shit or it's going to get off the pot. Can't put it no other way. It's either going to run or it's going to like come back and tag you. But it's not going to play around. You're not going to sit in a trade for 20, 30 minutes unless you kind of managing it and you like really making some money. But Again, average winning trade was out of 1 minute and 46 seconds. We already seen this. Trade direction, we took one long, we took one short. First trade out the blocks, that was a short, and then we took a long. If you've been watching my streams, live streams, you probably have seen my charts. Very easy to tell if you're on the right side of the market. My charts will tell me you don't need to be taking shorts. You don't need to be taking longs. Best trade, $250. Remember I was saying I was trading, risking $100 to make $200. It's kind of what that spoke to. Worst trade, $10. Remember the first trade I said I was risking 50 and I took my stop to break even, or a little over break even. I made $10 off of that first trade. We'll scroll on down. It's Tuesday, first day in this account. And these are the two trades. Made $11 on the first trade. We made $252 on the second trade. Let's go ahead. Let's jump on over into Think or Swim. Booyah. We'll jump on over into Think or Swim. This is my layout. This is what I'm usually looking at. The way that I have built out the OTRS trading system, you really only need the 1 minute chart. Really, you only need the 1 minute chart. If you're familiar, you always know that I've always had my charts to kind of flip colors. But look at the candles now. It clearly will tell you that you're on the right side of the trade. They're spitting them out. This is 1 minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart. This is the hourly chart. All pretty much set up the same way. They're going to let you know if you're on the right side or not. Like I said, you don't need the 15-minute chart to take a trade, but I like to look at it because I do have key levels on here that I like to know where I'm at. I am going to back this out so it's just showing the past 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. And that's what we've looked like. We had a flip green and then a flip back red. When you see this right here, this is usually just a pullback for a larger time frame. Notice the hourly has been red just constantly. So just a pullback. But let's go ahead. We focused on what we did today, so we're gonna stay on task. Let's go ahead, and you will see that I already had put arrows on the charts because I kind of was reviewing these in Discord today. But look at that, y'all. From 4:30 this morning, you only were looking for shorts, and I have specific setups that I'll look for to trade. It's only 3 setups going either way. 3 setups going short, 3 setups going long. That's it. That is it. We see at 9 o'clock, the market tried to flip green, kind of chopped around, flipped red. And then after 9:30, bloodbath. Looked like it was just going to be another one of those days like it had been the last couple of weeks. Market kind of sold on off. Let me go back over. Let's see, what time did we take that first trade this morning? We took it at 8:26, so I need to go back to 8:26. And there you see, like at 7, the last couple of weeks, y'all, I have not been getting out in the shop right when I say I am at 6:45. So I missed this nice setup. That was a nice setup. It paid. You got a pullback. You get another decent little setup there. You get a very nice one right here. I'm not going to show the details for this short trade, but I will give you a quick little glimpse into the OTRS manual here shortly. And it'll explain like what I'm looking for in a long setup. Got some rules that you need to be looking for. It might seem like a lot initially, but the more you look at the charts, they kind of come quickly. But flushed out, get another pullback, another nice setup. I don't take that one, but I take this one where this arrow is at. I get in at 826. Like I said, I was risking $50 in this trade. It came down and I took my stop to break even. It came up and then immediately flushed out. This would have been a 2R trade, would have made $100 off this trade, and we would have been starting the morning off good. Several different ways that you can money management, risk management. I put that up to the trader. For me, I'm shooting for 2R all or nothing, y'all, because I've seen the stats after back testing. Again, this morning, for one, it had already made this entire move. So I'm like, I know I'm fairly late to the party. Like, I should have been up here. I should have been in here. Should have been in here. Even this one. So I know I'm late to the party. So once it kind of went, I was like, let me get my stop to break even. Let's scroll on over, though, because you're going to see. Look at that. This could have did this move over here, and it never saw this again. Or did it? Let's keep going. It does way over here, though. Way over here. But I would have been stopped out, and I would have took a full loss. So it was smart, and it may not have been smart that I did what I did, but I did what I did. Let's keep on scrolling. Let's look at it. We do get lower day right there. Had an issue with my chair, so I had to go to Home Depot this morning. This was another nice play, another nice play, another nice play. And I was highlighting those, just kind of showing them. Each of these areas on this chart has kind of been written in such a way. I call this gray cloud a pivot cloud. I call this red cloud a bounce cloud, and it's what I like to call dynamic. It'll change colors based on where price is at. So it was red here because, not because the chart was red, but because price was red. You see it flipped green right here. And right here is where I took my second trade, which would have been the last trade. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna flip over real quick. Just give you a quick peek at the manual, and you'll kind of see the rules for this trade right here. So this is the OTRS manual, and I didn't have skip when I wrote this, y'all. You know, some people's systems, they may give you a video telling you how to use it. Nothing wrong with that, but I wrote this manual in such a way that if I gave this manual to my pops or my son, and I gave them this code, this system, they, after studying it for a few days and getting in the market, they'd be able to trade this system. Talks about the stock market, talks about the chart background, the candlesticks, volume bars, indicators. There's pivot cloud, bounce cloud. Let's keep scrolling. And then we talk about the setups. So we're going to talk about the green cloud setup. And this here just shows you the rules for that setup. It needs to be a green chart. I'm going to flip back over to the charts now. Hold on. We'll flip back over and let's see if pretty much most of the stuff that I needed to see, because you don't need to see everything on here, but there are some things that you want to see. You got to have a green chart if you're trying to go long. Got to have green candles. Signal candle range does not exceed the risk level. So if you look up here on the chart, you'll see at the top, risk per trade, $100. Based on that, once this range kicks in, it's going to tell me how many contracts I need. So if this number is less than 1, that trade will exceed my risk level. Easy way to know if it exceeded it. It must be at least 1. Signal candle must close above the bounce cloud. That's this green cloud. We're well above that, so we're good. Pullback should be a minimum of 3 candles. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but it should be a minimum. 1, 2, 3. That's perfect. Back testing has shown me that you want at least 3 pullback candles. Let's keep running. The entry candle cannot break the low of the signal candle before breaking the high. The signal candle is going to be the candle before your entry. So we see that this does not break the low before breaking the high. We're good there. If the signal candle has a top wick greater than 50%, avoid using this candle, as these type candles lower the quality of the trade. This one had a wick. I'm going to remove this arrow. It had a wick, but the wick wasn't more than 50% of the candle. Thought being, if you get a wick that's more than 50% of the candle, sellers have come in and sellers could be taking control. We were good there. Trade cannot be entered if the signal candle is inside of the prior candle. Meaning, let's see if we can find one. Let's come over here. That's an inside candle. The high and the close is inside of the prior candle. Let's see if we can find one on the green chart. Can't really find one on the green chart, but you get them all the time. Like that right there is an inside candle. And the upper wick is more than 50%. So if we were playing this pullback, we couldn't because it's an inside bar candle. That is a no-brainer. You can't take it. But the 50% wick, you can take it. Just know that the trade is going to be less than a high-quality trade. Then we say enter the trade when the entry candle breaks the high of the signal candle and the stop is placed below the low of the signal candle. Up here, I call this the information center. Previous candle high, clearly telling me where I need to enter at. Previous candle's low, instantly telling me where my stop needs to be at. The range of the candle, that's this. That's the difference between those two. Risk per trade, I'm risking $100. And then this is telling me how many contracts I need to buy. I need to buy 7.4 contracts. You can't buy fractions of a future. So I would just take seven contracts. On this particular trade, range was 23. If I take one contract, I'm risking $50. If I take two, I'm gonna be risking, or if I take one contract, it's a little less than 50. If I take two, it's a little less than 100. So I want to say the risk was about $80 on this trade. Momentum based, instantly goes, kind of pull back a little bit and then just rips. With the OTRS system, hollow candles are your traditional red candles on a traditional chart. Solid green candles, those are traditional green candles. So this thing instantly went. We have some notes down for this strategy. Note number 1. A solid signal candle is a stronger signal candle than a hollow signal candle. This signal candle was hollow. Would have preferred a solid candle, but boom, it worked. And on this particular one, I stayed in it over 2R. I did for one reason. I think I spoke on this a little while ago. We don't trade for money. We trade for the edge. On this one, I was trying to get over $200. Once I got up to 2R, I just kind of started trail stopping it. This came up to this dashed line. This dashed line is what I call the second line of defense. This was the first line of defense. First line of defense, meaning when the market is trying to flip. So flip from red to green. This is the first line of defense. This is what the sellers are trying to hold up. They broke it. Last line of defense. Now this last line of defense is just keeping it from ripping. But trail stopped it out and we made what we made off the trade. And that was the last trade, y'all. clean and cut. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna blow up the 1 minute chart just so y'all can kind of see the big picture and let you see. When I say it's easy to see if you're on the right side of the trade, it's easy. It's easy. Now, price will kind of chop around certain areas. You see that price kind of chopped around this first line of defense. Also, this is where kind of knowing what the 15 minute is doing. So right now, saying that the 15 minute is bearish. So on the 15 minute chart, it's going to be red. It's telling me that the 20 EMA on the 15 is at 20490. Price is at 536. So we're over that. The 15 minute 200 EMA is at 621. We're below that. So we're in between those two critical moving averages. So that's good to know. You want to know if you're in a trade and price is coming up near 621, you might want to look at managing that a little tighter. But yeah, that's what I've been working on, y'all. This is the OTRS system. If you're interested in it, come on over to the Discord, hang out with us. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you didn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comment section. I'm trying to become that professional trader that I know I can be, y'all. Me and Spark talk about it all the time. It's just a matter of getting out of your own way. Just got to get out of your own way, and good things can happen. So my goal, stay away from those reversal type trades, and trade the chart. Trade the chart. Like I say, I have 3 setups each way, making it 6 setups total. You saw there the first candle to make a new high setup. Live Trader calls it a buy setup. I'm not reinventing the wheel. All I'm doing is kind of refining the rules to get in the trade. There was some other rules that I didn't talk about, but there's some other rules to make sure when you take that trade, it's going to be a high probability trade. I have what I call a black candle setup. That didn't form today, so I didn't take one. And then of course the old trusted 3-bar play. Again, not reinventing the wheels, just refining it, smoothing it, knocking that rough ashlar off that stone, making it a perfect stone so that it can roll smooth. Some people, if you know what I'm talking about when I say that rough ashlar. But that's it, y'all. 3 setups each way, same style on a red chart. You're gonna have a first 1 minute candle to make a new low if you trade in the 1 minute chart. On the 2 minute chart, it's a gray candle setup because those candles will flip gray. And then you have the 3-bar play short. So you got 3-bar play long, you got 3-bar play short. And that's it. On that note, I'm going to wrap this one up. As always, thanks for checking me out. We'll be back at it again. Not tomorrow morning bright and early. Tomorrow is one of those days that I got to go and put in hours for somebody else, but got a good reason to do it. On that note, peace.